Today I want to showcase my newest project I was working on. It's called Spoticharts. It's just a website where you can upload your private Spotify streaming music track history and visualize it in quite some different charts and ways and colors. Um, how to use this website? To use this, you need to go to your Spotify account privacy URL. Maybe you need to log in once, then scroll to the bottom and request a data set from Spotify. They will take quite some time, so 30 days to create this data set, but then you will receive a zip file with all the informations in it. It's quite important you also check this extended streaming history. Otherwise, you won't be able to display all the cool data. So once you made this and received your email, you can go to this page again and then just upload your zip file here. As you can see, it's analyzing the zip file and then jumps right back or right into the visualizing part. Maybe this page is quite overwhelming, but we started at the top. So we have some total information chips, like the total time listened, the total amount of tracks, the total amount of skips, unique artists and unique tracks. This is always the same and based upon your zip input file. So no filters are working, or when you select filters at the bottom, those numbers won't change. Then you come to the first selection part where you can switch the chart type. So all those charts display the same data, but in different types, as you can see. Also multi-line. And on the bar chart, for example, we stick to this. Then we have the filter years, so you can select all the years you want to display. Then the next one is the time unit filter. So at the moment, it's the total time, or it's all those years. And if you select the time unit to month, each bar is the month of the years. So as you can see now, it's 29, 99, 10, 11. So all those bars. And then you can also select day units. However, this may be lagged based upon your input size or upon your data set size, since those are 7 years and each year has 360 days. So it's around 2000 or 3000 data points. And based upon your hardware, your browser may lag. But yeah, you can just reduce the numbers of data sets by selecting less filters or using just the month time unit. Then of course, the next big filter is the data attribute. So at the moment we are displaying the total time listened, but you can also display the total tracks or the skipped tracks. As you can see, Spotify just kept starting keep track of skipped in 2022, unique artists and unique tracks. And of course, all those attributes are based upon those filters you set above. And then, for example, in the total time listened attribute, you can also select the display unit for the time. So at this part, on this chart, it is total time listened in minutes. So the y-axis is minutes, but you can maybe also select hours. Then the y-axis is hours and days, and then maybe it's getting a bit more understandable for you. As you can see, you can also always click on those bars or on any data set. You can also in any chart click on them. For example, if we select unique artists and then click on those bar at the bottom, we see the data set for this moment or for this bar. And then the total time listened to this artist name and the amount of tracks you started playing before this artist. You can also do this with unique tracks and click on them. Then the track data is displayed. As you can see, and the raw data from Spotify, the track names aren't listed, only the track IDs. Therefore, I added this load track data button, which calls my backend service and resolves the name of the track. And then it's also cached on your client side. So it's displaying them and you can see the name and also open it. This works. I won't open it by myself now. We go back to hours and total time listened, and you can also use the middle mouse button to deselect all filters and only the one you want to display. So in this case, this year. And if you select only 1 year, this month filter is showing up. So then you can, or with no month filter selected, all months are displayed, but you can also select those months yourself and display only the month data for all the time being. This also, of course, works in all other charts. We have the bar display. I will just use multiple years now. And then we can use the time unit, and then we can go to stack bar. So the stack bar is a bit kind of like the bar. However, those one color bars are now split into the specific months in this case, since the next time unit after year is months, and so the year bar is stacked into month parts. If you select time unit month, now each bar is the month, but it will use the days as part. And this is this type. Then you can go to pie. This is just the pie. Donut is also the donut. The radar chart. Of course, you need to make sure the radar does not make sense if it's only one data point or 2 data points. You need always at least 3. You can also use this, but as you can see, it's not that pretty if it's too many data points. Then the polar one, it's just this one. And then we have the line. The line has some unique features, like for example, it's a colored line. You can also disable this colored line, so it's just the color of the attribute you're filtering on. And also you can use a trend line to see the trend. This of course goes also for all years. And now you can also use this with colored line. And if you use the time unit day, of course, those are a lot of data points, and there the program automatically removes the colored line, since the colored line in the background splits the data into quite a lot of new data sets, and therefore if it's more than 900 data points, it automatically uses single color mode. As you can see, it's quite laggy if it's too many data points. And little computer stuff. Bro. The polar month mode. Okay. Now we are smooth again. And then you can also use the multi-line. Multi-line is also quite cool, since it allows you to select multiple data attributes. And for example, you could use total tracks and unique tracks, and then maybe see on which days you had a lot of total tracks, but maybe less unique tracks, and this indicates you were in a replay loop, stuff like that. Unique artists also does work. It's also quite cool. All the filters work. And then my favorite data chart type is the Senki or Sankai. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's like the flowing chart. The special thing about this is you can only use 1 year always. And then yeah, it will use the top 6 artists for each month and display them, and you can somehow follow the listening amount over the whole year and see which artists disappeared, which artists you heard all around the whole year. And yeah, you can also increase the amount of top artists, but then it maybe gets a little bit more confusing. But yeah, it's in my opinion quite a cool feature, and yeah, allows you to see how your music taste around the year changes. Yeah, the next feature, I guess, is you can go to settings and switch the color scale. So all the tables are using the other color scales. I mean, oh, yeah, this one is not cool, but the rainbow one. And yeah, maybe a bit to the infos. This page or the upload button doesn't really upload any data to my servers. It's just uploads or gives it to your browser, and then the client side JavaScript extracts the data. You only talk to my backend API if you use this load track button. Then the track ID is sent to my backend, and yeah, to display the name. However, I also do not track those requests. Then I have some roadmap. So I want to add saved tracks and artists, maybe an account system, so you can keep track of your stats over multiple imports, and maybe also some exports like the Spotify wrapped images. The source code is open source, so you can contribute if you want to, or report bugs or stuff. And that's quite it. Yeah, of course, default color theme, changeable. And you can click on the files of the input and read the raw data. But yeah, I mean, I guess not for you. Okay, those are all features, I guess. And have fun analyzing your data.